Following Harold Godwinson's defeat at the Battle of Hastings in 1066, William of Normandy began his quest to become the crowned King of England. However, William was not yet in control of England. His army only held Hastings. There were also many other enemies and contenders for the throne.
Some of England's most powerful and wealthy earls had not fought in the Battle of Hastings. They held the advantage of land and localised power. Those absent from the battle included the Earls of Northumbria and Mercia. Both had been allies of Harold Godwinson. Furthermore, Edward the Confessor's only blood relative, Edgar Atheling, was still alive. Though he had not been a serious contender against Godwinson, it was possible that the earls could unite in support of him against William.
To prepare for any possible attack, William acted quickly to secure his position. Following victory at Hastings, he immediately ordered more support from Normandy. Whilst this was arranged and troops sailed to England, he began a march to London. Rather than taking a direct route, he opted to divert through strategically important areas. He aimed to secure their patronage and increase his control in the southeast.
His first destination was Kent. There he prioritised securing port towns. These would enable him to easily sail his supplies to and from England. William was brutal in his approach and used force to ensure that citizens submitted to him. Crops, homes and villages were burnt down. Castles were built in key areas to ensure his military advantage and control. These would enable his troops to have a strong and secure base from which to command locals. When the main ports such as Romney and Dover were acquired, William marched to Canterbury. He was a religious man and wanted to control England's main religious centre.
Historians are divided upon the details of William's next moves. Nonetheless, it's agreed that he targeted London next. He achieved his goal through the surrender of local areas under threat of force. As he secured more control of Outer London, it became clear that the only remaining contender for the crown was Atheling. William greatly weakened Atheling's chances after he successfully claimed North London.
The end of Atheling's campaign was marked by the submission of Archbishop Stigand to William. Shortly afterwards, the remaining earls, such as Earl Morcar and Earl Edwin, also submitted to him. Their submissions allowed William to take the crown.
On the 25th of December 1066, William of Normandy was crowned as King of England. His superior military skills and use of force had allowed him to succeed. Once crowned, he used his newfound authority to further his control. One of his first acts was to secure the Marches, the border between the Welsh and English. He achieved this by creating 3 new earldoms: Chester, Shrewsbury, and Hereford. These were given to loyal Norman aristocrats. Once again, the areas were further secured by building castles.
In 1067, William returned to Normandy. He took with him several influential Englishmen, including Earl Edwin, Earl Morcar, the Archbishop Stigand, and Edgar Atheling. Historians have concluded that he did this not only to show his power, but to prevent a rebellion during his absence. The historian, Professor Stenton, has suggested that his move showed that he was so far the master of England.